The initial symptoms, I can say, before I started my transition, or even before I was identified or diagnosed with the gender dysphoria. In fact, in year 2018, I wanted to go to Mount Kailash Yatra. But before I went to Yatra, there has to be a medical checkup done, a detailed version. So that is where I, went through that kind of, turmoil. I admitted, and then I said, okay, let me take the advice of the doctor, and then I went for the high blood pressure pill. And then in the year 2019, started the higher level palpitations. And then the anxiety attack also started. So I couldn't control my eyes. I had a real rapid eye movements, and mostly it used to occur when I used to drive. So it was very scary, and it was really, really bad. And I couldn't go and attend client meetings as ever, earlier, and so on. And in the night, I recorded many times the blood pressure is over 220, 240, 260. It was like a German Autobahn. Seriously, the speeds were very, very scary. And many a times I went and consulted the doctor, and doctor said, we don't know the reason, because you're taking too much of stress, or probably you're sleeping very low or less. You should actually look at controlling yourself in a better status, and also maintain your health. But anyway, I was fit, I was doing exercises, and I was spending some time in the morning for myself. But I was very scared in the evenings whenever it started to come out. The anxiety attack started, and the ambulance used to come almost every alternate day or every day, pick me up and put me to one of the hospitals there, and the doctors and the ambulance staff, everyone knew me. So they said, okay, one night show, and then you are here, and then next day morning after the pills you're going back home. And one fine day they suggested me to go and get checkup with a psychiatrist, because they were fed up. So I went and consulted Dr. Hans Werner Gessmann. So he is the guy, and he's the probably number 2 or number 3 in the world for the psychodrama and psychoanalysis. It's very difficult to get an appointment in Germany with a psychiatrist. The waiting queue is about a year, and when I went to psychiatrist, he really spent time for over 48 hours or so, and he figured out that I had gender crisis, so which is very, very bad. And then once I had gender crisis, and this had resulted already into gender dysphoria, it is a very dangerous thing what you have encountered, because gender dysphoria is a topic it can encounter to anyone at any point of time. But in Indian context, people will say, oh, you have a curse. No, that's not the true case. But this is something beyond. We don't know what it is. When it will crop up, nobody knows the exact reasons to it. So this is where we are trying to focus. We are looking at it. And now doctor said, you better go and consult the endocrine, and that's a corona and the pandemic time that we encountered. So I had to go many kilometers away from the Munich city, meet with the doctor, and try to explore what should be done at this point of time. Experiments of DNA, or even the MRI scan of my brain, many things. And because the laboratories were also very busy because of the pandemic, they were trying to source out various corona stuff, the genomics and whatever it is. And then they also came out with my report at that particular point of time. I had to wait for about 2-3 months. And the endocrine said, you need an urgent help in terms of the hormone replacement therapy. Your doctor is right. So please go ahead, start taking the hormone pills. The androgen blockers, the male part of your life has to go. And then you also have to consume the female part of your life to begin a new journey. So I had to take the estrogen pills as well. And this is subjected to each person's capability and capacity. And I was put into that. And soon after I realized that this gender dysphoria is so dangerous that it can be fatal. It can attack heart, liver, lungs, kidneys, your intestines, it can go anywhere. It can go anywhere. It is a fatal disease. So you really don't know. And in India, unfortunately, there is no medication available. Nobody can figure it out what it is because we don't have the system in place. We don't have a single PhD in India for gender dysphoria analysis. So unfortunate situation, but in my case, I saved my life. I am very thankful to German doctors in Germany for sure, because they were really at it. The way I was, the way I am now is massively different. The changed identity has a different outcome today. But yeah, here it is. Here is gender dysphoria that I'm sharing it with you.